Hello and welcome to a very special G-Free bite of the G-Free radio show. In other words, it's just a small little mini show, if you like, just to bring you some extra information about Coeliac Awareness Week and that embargoed press release that I was talking about in this week's current episode, which you'll find elsewhere on this page, on this channel where you're listening to me right now. We couldn't tell you about it in this week's episode because it was embargoed till today. I say today, Monday the 12th of May 2014. I did say that it was about an increase in the rate of diagnosed cases of celiac disease, but I thought it's the kind of information you'd want to hear about as soon as possible rather than wait another few days for the next edition of our show. So Coeliac UK, which as you know is the national charity for celiac disease, has done some new research with the University of Nottingham that has found a fourfold increase in the rate of diagnosed cases of celiac disease in the UK over the past 2 decades. I'm sure you'll agree that with a stat like that, it is worth bringing it to you as soon as possible. But still, 3/4 of people with celiac disease remain undiagnosed. Now, let's just put this into context because the National Institute of Health and Care Excellence in the UK previously estimated that around about 10 to 15% of people with celiac disease have been diagnosed. But this latest research, as I say, from University of Nottingham, the guy behind it, Dr. Joe West up there, has shown that the level of diagnosis has increased to 24%. And researchers identified the number of people diagnosed during a study period. They used diagnostic codes for celiac disease recorded in Clinical Practice Research Data Link. That research published by the American Journal of Gastroenterology, which we often mention, don't we, on the programme. As you know, it all comes in Coeliac Awareness Week. Let's give their campaign an extra push as we're here with you again. Gluten-free guarantee is what Coeliac UK is pushing for, and that is to get a certain 8 products, core 8 products in every supermarket, every store around the UK, the gluten-free guarantee. Things like different breads and things like that, and biscuits and cereal and pasta. So that is the latest information from Coeliac UK. So just to repeat that quite surprising, quite stunning announcement, a fourfold increase in the rate of diagnosed cases of celiac disease in the UK. I am a little bit surprised that that report then, this press release, doesn't go on to say what they're going to do with that information, who they're going to be taking it to, what they're now pushing for, how they're, as I say, how they're going to be using that, whether they're going to be using that as another stat in which to try and get some more dietitians, whether to train more doctors up or gastroenterologists, whether to push for much higher rates of diagnosis. It doesn't say. It is just coming up with those 2 or 3 paragraphs that this is the stat, this is how we did it, this is who did it. That's about all. So at the moment, we'll just have to live with that stat, a fourfold increase in the rate of diagnosed cases of celiac disease in the United Kingdom, and I'm sure some more information will come out in the fullness of time. If you want to read more about that or anything else about celiac disease in the United Kingdom, it is coeliac with that pesky o.org.uk, coeliac.org.uk, coeliac.org.uk. And of course you know this anyway, but I'll say it. Of course, you can log on to that. You can have a little nose around that site wherever you are in the world, because obviously information is power. That's it from me and this special bite-sized edition of the G-Free radio show. Don't forget to join me this coming weekend because we've got a whole brand new episode. Episode 54 is on the way. We're going to be speaking about glebe farm flowers, bit of a mouthful for you, and also the second part of our interview with Christine Bailey, who's a Harley Street nutritionist here in London. So we'll be hearing more about what she's got to say about your whole kind of gut health in the next episode of the show.